Do you love silly stories for kids? Why not consider joining our family? You can even get a very special message from one of your favourite Silly Stories for Kids characters. Head over to the website to find out more. It's your support that helps us to continue to make exciting stories and more crazy content.
Did somebody say crazy?
Oh, Pimpin, no. One day, 3 little kids named Nathaniel, Isla Grace and Abby were all at the park. Now they had been playing on the playground for a little while and they'd had some fun, but now they decided that they wanted to do something different. They looked around the park for something different to do. "Hey," said Nathaniel, "do you want to go climb that really, really, really big tree?" "You mean the one which we can hardly even see the top?" said Isla Grace. "Yeah," said Nathaniel. Do you think we could do it?" "Maybe. Let's go give it a try." So the kids went over to the base of the tree and started looking up. "Oh, I don't even think we can reach the first branches," said Nathaniel. "Yeah, maybe if we stand on each other's shoulders," said Isla Grace. "All right, I'll be on the bottom." So Nathaniel was at the bottom, and Isla Grace stood on his shoulders, and Abby stood on top of Isla Grace's shoulders, and they stretched as high as they could, but they still couldn't reach the first branch. "Oh, it's no use. I guess we'll have to go find something else to do." All of a sudden, a little slot opened in the bottom of the tree, and a little head poked out. Excuse me," said a voice. "Oh, who said that?" said Nathaniel. He looked, and inside the tiny little slot, there was a funny-looking acorn. Did that acorn just speak?" "Yeah, it did." "Oh, how are you talking?" "Well, all the acorns in this tree can talk." "What do you mean?" "Well, didn't you know this is a magic tree?" "A magic tree? I didn't know that," said Abby. "Well, it definitely is, but are you kids trying to climb it?" Yes, we are," said Isla Grace. "Oh, all right, well, hang on, let me put out the starting steps." "Starting steps?" said Nathaniel. "Yeah, there's a reason the first branch is so high. Only very special people are allowed to come in. Hang on, I've got to scan you first." "Scan us?" said Nathaniel. "What are you talking about?" "Oh, well, we have to check that the people climbing the tree are climbing it for the right reasons," said the little acorn. He pulled out some kind of strange contraption, and all of a sudden a beam of blue light blasted over the top of the 3 kids. "Wow," said Nathaniel, "that tingles." "Oh, that's good. That's a really good sign. All right, you kids are good. Hang on, I'll press the first button." "Oh, thank you," said the kids, and the acorn closed up the little hatch. Where did he go? All of a sudden, out the bottom of the tree protruded a bunch of new branches. They popped out one after the other, slightly higher than the previous one. "It looks like steps," said Nathaniel. "It is steps," said Isla Grace. The kids started climbing up the steps of the new branches that led to the first branch of the tree. They were very excited. "We're going to do this," said Isla Grace. "We're going to make it all the way to the top. Let's go," said Nathaniel. Abby was very excited as well, swinging off the bottom branch. "Come on, Abby," they said. "Let's go." "I'm coming," she said. The kids started climbing and climbing, and they got to the first branch, and they looked up. "All right, let's work together. We can do this." They continued to climb, reaching to the next branch and the next branch, until they found a branch that felt a little bit different. Does this branch feel a bit rubbery to you?" said Nathaniel. "Yeah, it does," said Isla Grace. She grabbed it and pulled it down. "Wow, it's really flexy. I wonder what that's for." All of a sudden, Abby jumped from a branch that was higher up, grabbed onto the springy branch, and she got flung straight up the tree. "Wow," said Nathaniel. She landed on a strange type of platform. "It works," said Abby. "What worked?" "Jump on." "Oh, okay," said Nathaniel. He jumped from his branch and grabbed onto the springy branch, and whoop! He got shot up to the platform as well. "Oh, that looks a little bit scary," said Isla Grace. "Are you sure it's okay?" "It's fine," called Nathaniel. "Quick, come on." So Isla Grace jumped from her branch and grabbed onto the springy branch, and whoop! She shot up to the platform as well. The 3 kids were so happy they'd made it to a platform. When they turned around, there in front of them was a man made entirely out of sticks, and he had an acorn for a head. "Good evening, children," he said. "Welcome to Platform 1. It has been a long time since anybody has climbed our very special tree." Oh, thank you, said Isla Grace. It's been fun so far. It's going to take a long time, though. Look how big this tree is. Well, has anybody told you about all the secrets of the tree? No, said Isla Grace. Yeah, said Nathaniel. No one's told us anything. The little acorn at the bottom let us in. Yeah, said Abby. He was very kind. Well, I'm so glad that he let you in, but let me tell you some of the special secrets. You need to keep an eye out. There are special branches all the way up the tree, and each one has a different special power. It will help you climb the tree in the most fun way. If you don't find the secret branches, I don't think you'll make it, said the stick man. Wow, said the kids. How will we know which ones are the special branches? Ah, that's the trick of the magic tree. You'll have to work that out yourself. Anyway, you kids have fun. Bye, said the stick man as he walked backwards towards the trunk of the tree. Where's he going, said Isla. There's nowhere for him to go. As he walked backwards, he went into the tree. He blended in with the bark and he completely disappeared. That was weird, said Nathaniel. Really weird, said Abby. All right, let's keep going, and we have to keep an eye out for those special branches. So the kids continued to climb. They climbed up and up and up until Isla Grace grabbed onto a branch. I think this might be a special one, she said. Why, said Nathaniel. For some reason when I touch it, I feel tingly. Oh, okay. I wonder what it does. The kids climbed up to that branch and had a very careful look. It does feel a bit tingly. They held on to it together, and when all three of them were holding on at the same time, something very peculiar happened. They could hear a voice. Countdown to blast off. 5, 4. What does it mean, blast off, said Isla Grace. 3, 2. I don't know, said Nathaniel, but hold on. 1, 0. Blast off. And on that, the branch blasted off the side of the tree like a rocket. As it blasted off, it started doing spins around the whole tree and got higher and higher and higher until it plugged back into the tree at a different point. Whoa, said the kids. It was a rocket branch. That's amazing. Let's keep going. The kids continued to climb, and as they were getting higher, they were very, very excited. Until all of a sudden, ow, said Nathaniel. Something just hit me. Ow, said Isla Grace. Something hit me too. Something up there's throwing acorns. Ow, said Abby. What is that? They looked up and they couldn't see anything. But then they saw an acorn jump off the side of the tree. I'm coming! Ow, said the kids. The acorns are attacking us. What are we going to do? I don't know. They tried to hide, but there was no big branches to hide behind. The acorns kept coming. Ow! Ow! We got to do something, said Nathaniel. The kids didn't know what to do. But then Nathaniel put his hand on a branch and it felt different. I think I found another magic... Ow! Magic branch, said Nathaniel. The kids all came over. They looked carefully. Hey, does that knot on that branch look a bit different? It does, said Nathaniel. He pressed the knot. And as he did, the end of the branch grew longer and longer and longer, and then... Is that a baseball bat? Said Abby. I think it is, said Nathaniel. He grabbed a hold of it, and it snapped off in his hands. Another acorn was coming sailing down towards him. Try and hit it back, said Abby. Oh, all right, said Nathaniel. He swung the baseball bat. Yep, ow, said the acorn as it got blasted away from the tree. It's working, said Abby. Keep climbing. So the kids kept climbing, and Nathaniel stayed at the front, watching as the acorns were jumping out of the tree. He would hit each one with the baseball bat. Whack! There goes another one, said Nathaniel as the acorn went sailing off into the distance. Hooray! Said the acorn. Hey, do you think they're having fun doing this? Said Isla Grace. I think so, said Nathaniel. Whack! The kids kept climbing until they got up to the level where all the acorns were jumping from. Hey, why were you guys throwing yourselves at us? Because we really like to fly, said one of the acorns. Can you just hit us one more time? Okay. Can I have a turn, said Isla Grace. Sure, said the acorn. So Nathaniel gave Isla Grace the baseball bat, and she picked up one of the acorns. See ya, she said. Bye. She smacked it way off into the distance. That was fun. They were stopped on another platform. I think this is the last one, said Nathaniel. How do we get to the top though? There's no more branches. They looked up. Maybe we missed something. What could it be? They looked around, but they couldn't see anything. I wonder, said Nathaniel. Isla Grace, you stand there. Oh, okay. And Abby, you stand there. Okay, she said. All right, now let's all put our hands together. So they reached around the tree and they formed a big hug. And then they hugged the last bit of the tree. Oh, they heard a voice. Was that the tree? I think it was. All of a sudden, 2 eyes opened in front of them, in the trunk of the tree. It's alive, said Nathaniel. The kids looked, and the tree started to talk. Thank you so much for climbing me. Would you like to get to the top? It said. Yes, please, said Nathaniel. Yeah, said Isla Grace, that'd be fun. Please, said Abby, we'd love to get to the very top. Okay, said the tree. Here we go, it said. And with that, it proceeded to... It sneezed, and as it did, tiny little branches started popping out everywhere, all over the last piece of trunk. Quick, climb fast, said the tree. The kids started racing up all the tiny little branches, and as they did, it was like the tree was getting tickled. It giggled and it shook. That tickles, said the tree. And the kids climbed higher and higher and higher until they reached the very top. At the very top was a platform, and they stopped and they looked out. Wow, said Nathaniel. This is the most amazing view I think I've ever seen. Me too, said Isla Grace. You can see for miles. This is fun, said Abby. The kids sat down and looked all around and took in all the beautiful creation that surrounded them. All right, said Nathaniel. We better start heading down. This could be a really long climb. Did you want to go the fast way? The tree said. Oh, what's the fast way? Said Nathaniel. Hang on. I'll call my friends. And with that, all of a sudden, all the tiny little acorns started bouncing up towards the top of the tree. They stopped where the kids were. All right, we heard you guys want to take the fast way down. We think so, said Nathaniel. Okay, here we go. And all the acorns popped off the little caps on their heads. And the caps all joined together into one big sheet. What is that? It's an acorn hat parachute, said one of the acorns. Really? Really? All right, can you see? They grabbed 3 sticks and put them onto the parachute as handles. All right, kids, grab on, said one of the acorns. So the kids grabbed onto the handles and held on tight. And away you go. See you later, said the acorns as they pushed the kids off the very top of the tree. And the acorn parachute took them off, sailing around, slowly drifting down, lower and lower and lower. The kids had so much fun. Whee! They all yelled as the parachute went around and around and around and around until it came all the way down and touched gently on the ground. Wow, said Nathaniel, that was the best fun ever. I loved it so much, said Isla Grace. We have to do that again one day, said Abby. But quick, we better race back to the playground. So the kids ran back over to the playground where their mum was waiting. Kids, where have you been? She said. Well, said Nathaniel, I don't think you'd believe us, even if we told you. And that is the end of the story. Today's episode is brought to you by Acorn Parachutes, the best kind of parachute in the whole entire world. Next time you're stuck up a tree, find some acorns and turn them into your own acorn parachute. It should help you get down nice and safely. We hope that you're enjoying silly stories for kids. Don't forget to leave a review to let us know that you're enjoying the podcast, or find us on Instagram and send us a message. This is from all of us at the Magic Tree. And from me, Sam. We'll see you soon.